Hi everyone, back again with day 10 of the 30-day mindful challenge. I hope you're still with me. If you need the workbook, go ahead and get it. We're going to be talking about today mindful eating. It is a really powerful practice that you can take advantage of. Mindful eating is when we pay deliberate attention to our eating. It's when we really pay attention to the entire experience of our eating, paying attention to the physical sensation of hunger, the physical sensation of touching food, of noticing how it feels in your mouth, from the textures to the solidity of it. It's also paying attention to the temperature of food, to the smells of food, the tastes of food, all of those things that really make up our experience of eating. When you cultivate mindful eating, you are deepening your connection to the act of eating, which really can enhance your well-being. And what does that mean? When we pay more attention to the fact that we're eating, we're paying more attention to whether we're full, whether we're hungry, whether we're still hungry, whether we really like something or not. And we slow down the process of eating. It also helps to reduce mindless eating. And when we're just kind of eating on overdrive, it helps to prevent overeating, which is incredibly important. I don't know if you've ever walked around, I used to do this when my kids were younger. We'd get pizza for dinner and I'd take a piece and I'd be walking around cleaning them after them and wiping up the floor and getting them drinks and, making sure everything was okay. I'd look down and there'd be like a little bite left or just the crust left of the pizza. And I'd say, did I really eat that? Did I already finish that? Because I wasn't paying attention at all. I wasn't being mindful at all. And that would make me feel as if I didn't eat, and then I'd want to go get another piece. So being mindful about your food really helps to promote a deeper sense of connection. You learn to be more satisfied with your food because, again, you're paying deliberate attention, you're slowing down, and you're reducing emotional, mindless eating. That is what causes our overeating. And we also can become aware of what some of our triggers might be around eating, why we kind of eat at certain times or in certain situations. If we pay attention to it, if we say, you know what, I'm eating this again at midnight, what's going on for me right now? What is this habit? What is this trigger? So when we're mindful about eating, it increases our connection to our body and really helps to promote our physical well-being, our emotional well-being, and helps us to be more balanced and connected to the food that we eat every single day. Like and follow this video. In the next one, I'm going to actually walk you through a mindful eating exercise that you can take into every meal that you have, every snack that you take advantage of, or every snack that you take in during the day, and start the practice of mindful eating. See you in the next video. Hey everyone, day 10 of the 30-day mindful challenge. We're on day 10 and it's mindful eating. So go grab something that you like. Put this on pause and go grab something that you like to eat. We're going to walk through this process, and I'm just going to do this as if it's a sort of mini meditation, but you don't have to close your eyes, okay? And feel free to just follow through with me. You don't have to hit pause at any point. You should have already gotten the food that you want to eat, and you're just going to follow along with me, okay? So first, what I want you to do is get into a comfortable position. Have the food right in front of you, not in your hands. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Take another deep breath in. Exhale slowly. And I want you to look at the food in front of you. I want you to notice what it looks like, the colors, the textures, the size, all the details you can. Really take into account every single nook and cranny of this particular food. Notice the crevices, the lines, any aromas that you notice. Pay full attention to that and only that. Really being curious do is pick the food up. Don't eat it yet. And just notice the weight of the food. Again, bringing it a little closer to you. Notice if you see anything different. Do you notice anything different about the textures, the colors, the shape, the aromas? And maybe you notice some reactions if you are smelling it. Maybe you even notice some reactions in your mouth. Maybe your saliva glands start to salivate a little bit. And just notice. And think about where the food came from. How did it get into your hands in this moment? Did it come from a farm? Was it packaged in a factory? Who touched it along the way? Who cultivated it? Who drove the vehicles that got it to the store that you purchased it at? The boxes, and who unpacked those boxes to put it on the shelves where you bought it? And maybe extending a little bit of gratitude for all the work that went into getting the food to where it is right now in your hands. And now bring the item close to your nose. If you can't smell it yet, bring it close to your nose and smell it. Notice now what happens in your mouth when you do that. Without eating it. Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it savory? Does it smell buttery or roasted? And just notice. Does it smell like you expected to? And maybe if you're taking time to be a little bit more mindful, maybe you notice something different about the smell that you hadn't noticed before. And now I want you to take the food, either take a bite, or if it's small enough, just place a piece of the food on your tongue without chewing. Just let it sit there. Notice how it feels in your mouth. Don't move it around. Notice how your mouth is responding. Notice any initial tastes that come about. The desire to chew, the salivating that occurs. And breathe in now. Do you notice anything about the aroma now? And after you've noticed that, the temperatures, the aroma, now start to move it around a little bit and chew just a little bit, very slowly. Take one bite. Notice the flavors. Notice if anything changes in the front or the back of your mouth. Maybe the front taste buds are having a different experience than the back. And just very slowly start to chew the food. And notice the flavor at this time. Does it taste the same as you expected it to? Do you notice something different about it, that you're being more mindful? And once you've chewed enough, and it's dissolved enough, slowly swallow the food. Notice how it feels going down the back of your throat, and down your, maybe you can even feel it down your esophagus. Maybe it's warming your esophagus. Sometimes people say if they practice this enough, they can even feel it going into their belly if it's something warm. You can practice this with a liquid too. That oftentimes allows you to feel and have the experience even more intentionally and mindfully in the esophagus into the belly. And just sit and notice for a minute. Close your eyes. Take one more bite. You might have to open your eyes for this real quick. Take one more bite, closing your eyes, and just notice. Slowly chewing, bringing as much attention as possible to the sensation and the act of eating. And then continue to eat and continue to finish whatever food item it was by being deliberate and focused in the act of eating. I encourage you, when you're eating all of your meals, to pay attention, to be more curious, to be more mindful of the process. And if you find yourself sitting down doing something else and then just kind of mindlessly putting food in your mouth, maybe say to yourself, I don't have the attention I need right now to give you 100%. So I'm going to wait until I'm done with this activity and then eat that later. Or maybe you say, you know what? I don't think I need that right now. Maybe you chew a piece of gum or get a glass of water because you're really not hungry. Try to pay attention. Am I hungry in this moment? Or am I eating because I'm bored? Or am I eating because I'm nervous? Or am I eating out of habit? And try to intervene in those moments so that you can make a better choice for yourself, for your well-being, and really honor your body and its process to tell you whether it's hungry or whether it's full. I hope this was helpful. Like and follow. Tomorrow is day 11 in our book, which is Cultivating Positive Relationships in Our Lives. And this is going to be a really good one. Everybody have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.